What's going on, YouTube? I found 4 of these in the box and 3 of them on card, so I'll probably hoard 10 to 15 of those Civics. Then I found 2 of the Grand Wagoneer, only 1 of the Beetle. 2 of these in the box, 2 on card, 1 of these in the box, and 1 on card. So that's it for those. Not going to show you all the carded ones though. Try to get through this video quickly. I already cracked all these, so here's one of the new Matchbox castings. Nice Ford panel van. Nice sculpted detail, but other than that, the detail is pretty weak. But I don't mind the graphics too much. They're not terrible. Nice thing is, it's die casts. You know, a year ago, this would have been a plastic van with a metal base. So Matchbox said they were going to get away from that, and they have, so hats off to them. Surprisingly enough, this was hanging on the pegs, so I grabbed it. I'm surprised that they didn't all sell when she passed away. I figure if nothing else, that can be a nice wheel donor. Those are my favorite Hot Wheels Real Riders. I also grabbed this. I had this car, but I just traded it. And I traded it knowing that this thing has been warming pegs in my area. So, but they are kind of starting to be scooped up. So I'm glad I was able to find it. I'm surprised that people aren't snagging these for the wheels. These are great wheels for customs. Also picked this one up because I never did before. And then, I hit a shipper at Kroger tonight. It's the first shipper that I have hit in probably a year and a half. A fresh, untouched, unmolested shipper. I went through the entire thing. Only 1 super, but it's a good one. I would so much rather have this than any of the other supers that have come out lately, with the exception of that Skyline, of course. But I already have that one, so I would much rather have this than that Mustang or that Golf race car. I don't know. I just think this has been a horrible year for supers. You know, really, they're all kind of bad. There's maybe like 3 supers a year that I really like. And this particular super, I would never have bought. But the fact that I found it in the wild, I'll definitely keep it. I'm not going to trade it. 2 things. Number 1, it's a Revell, and it's a nice tooling. Number 2, it's Spectraflame yellow. And that just looks killer. And one thing I've learned about Hot Wheels cars with Spectraflame paint, do not kid yourself. The color of the car has an impact on the value. And that's why you see with Redline cars and RLC cars that cars that are pink and antifreeze are always more desirable and always seem to climb higher in price. So with this one being yellow, I don't think it's going to be like a crazy expensive super, but I think it'll always be a super that people will want to get their hands on just because of the color. If nothing else, because of the color. Not to mention the fact that it's an awesome, it's a 69 Chevelle. It's an awesome tooling. So I was happy to find that. That's a sick car. I like it. Honestly, I think it looks better than the Ken Mary. I'm not a big fan on the Ken Mary, and even probably this car. When you do this Spectraflame paint, put some chrome wheels on it, especially on that Ken Mary. That Ken Mary should have had chrome deep dish wheels. The wheels on the Homer, not the Homer, the Simpsons family car, the pink one from the Entertainment series, those wheels would be perfect for the Ken Mary. Okay, so I'm going to crack this open. I was going to sell it, but I took it last night and it didn't get a lot of interest. And the more I look at it, the more I just want to put it in my collection, because I do like collecting premium detailed 4x4s. And so this is from Playing Mantis era circa 2004. And it is the classic gold Jeep CJ5. And I don't know what year this is. Pretty sure it's an older one though. I had this White Lightning at one point, but I sold it, and quite honestly, I like this one better because I just like the white Steelies better than the gold. But I really do wish that it said what year it is. And I wish that windshield would lean back the way it's supposed to. It's an awesome little Jeep. Definitely like these white Steelies better than the gold ones on the White Lightning. And then, of course, it comes with the collectible trading card that most diecast collectors don't care about, but for whatever reason, I keep them. Anyways, a really nice casting with really nice detail. It does have an opening hood. An engine. The windshield does fold down. You've got your full rubber spare here, side mounted. It's just a really cool Jeep. It's probably a little bit big for 1/64. Here's the Greenlight CJ5 that I just opened the other night. Now the Greenlight is a 1979, I think. Yeah, 79. And this one here is, I'm pretty sure this is a much older Jeep CJ. This almost looks, I'm pretty sure it's not a World War II era. I don't even know when the CJs started, but I don't know. If you guys know, comment below. It's got to be at least a decade older than this one. For scale, if Greenlight is true to scale, this one's definitely a little bit larger. But they still look really good next to each other. They would display nice next to each other. So there's that. I'll throw that one in the collection. And this will be one of those Johnnies that I won't touch the wheels on these. You know, I have a habit of wheel swapping Johnny Lightnings because it's fun to do, and you can make them look better than they did. So, but that one won't be touched. Okay, a couple other cars I found from a local collector who he bought a box of HO scale diecast, and they were all trucks, and this is one of them. It's an International with a flatbed. These are probably 1/80 scale or 1/82. They're as nice as the Greenlight, if not nicer, from a proportion and detail and model replication standpoint. However, the Greenlight is scaled proper, and this is scaled proper for HO. And I don't collect HO. I collect, obviously, 1/64. But, you know, this is the size of like a Matchbox Peterbilt or something like that. Just to give you an idea, this is the Revell S10 in comparison to the International. So I picked that one up. It was $3. It's got a lot of rubber tires on it. Dual dualies. lensed headlights, side view mirrors. It's a nicely done truck. But this one is even better. It's just a little wrecker, and it's so sick. Little police wrecker. You got your step ups here on the side, your light bar. Does have a little bit of moving parts. I wonder, actually, I bet you could actually tow a car with this thing. Well, the front axle would have to be like way up at the front of the car in order for it to... Man, there's a lot of movement with that thing. That's pretty impressive. There's a lot of articulation there. But I'm not seeing any cars that would hook onto it. But anyways, really cool truck. And the reason that I got this one, when I saw this, I was sold. Check that out. It has a stack of cones right there on the side. That is just dope. Johnny Lightning should have done that on their F350. Which honestly, this truck, the bed part of this reminds me a lot of that Johnny. I need to get the green light wrecker. That's a tooling that I don't have. I just have the flatbeds. Let's see, size comparison on this. Here's the Hot Wheels Renault. So again, it's about the size of a Matchbox Peterbilt. Much nicer though, much better detail. And then the last car that I'm going to show, the last one I got today, I already cracked it open. It is from Revell 2004 Lowrider Magazine. It's a 1981 Cadillac Coupe de Ville. And this casting is just, it's so nice. It's, save for the Auto World Cadillac, this is the nicest 1/64 scale Cadillac that I've seen. I might do a video on 1/64 scale Cadillacs because I have Matchbox, Hot Wheels, I have Greenlight, I have M2, I have Auto World, I have Jada, I have Revell. I think the only one I'm missing, the only brand that makes them that I don't have, is Johnny Lightning. And it's because I don't like them. I've left a lot of them on the pegs. I just don't like that tooling at all. But this one is easily my favorite outside of the Auto World. The Jada that I have is pretty nice too. And that was back before they started getting all goofy with their scale. So it actually is scaled at 1/64. But I love these little 100-spoke Daytons. I like the gold ones better, but I like the black and silver on this thing. It has nicely detailed taillights. You have the California plate. Check out the texture on the vinyl top here. Really nice texturing. And then my favorite part of the car, check it out. Transparent lensed insert headlights with tampoed indicators. Just a beautiful car. Now the Revell lowriders are nice. The cars, the castings themselves and the paint jobs are nicer than the Hot Wheels lowriders. However, the base and the axle articulation is so much better, so much more advanced on the Hot Wheels. Here's a Hot Wheels 100% 1970 Chevy Monte Carlo with a custom interior. I think this is the only... Well, there's another lowrider Monte Carlo, but these are the only Monte Carlos that come with that interior, are the lowrider ones. But you can see here, the detail and the paint on this are average at best. But this is where they smash Revell. It's a pivot joint, or a ball joint, which allows you to articulate it front and rear. You can do each wheel independently. Unlike the Revell, where you can only do it by the axle. The other thing too is, like, this thing will roll really nice. But on the Revells, I'm afraid even on this Cadillac to pull these axles up, because when I try, it tugs at the whole base. And I'm not sure if I'm doing it right or what the deal is. But those are rubber tires. They look plastic, but they're rubber. Revell has a nicer wheel too. So, anyways, I was really happy to grab this Cadillac because they're really hard to find. All of these Revell lowriders they're becoming, harder and harder to find, and they're really getting kind of pricey. Just the cheap ones now, like the old Chevy panels and like some of the undesirable castings are $10 to $15. And then you get into some of the castings, like these S10s start probably around 20. Same thing with the Cadillacs and the Regal. The Regals are up there. Some of the Impalas get up there. This particular Impala is probably the cheapest one to get. I think you can find this one for around 10 to 15. But there's a huge difference in the detail from this 64 Impala to this 81 Cadillac. The Caddy has so much more detail. This thing is really not that great of detail. And something that's kind of unfortunate is they all have opening trunks. That way you can see all the hydraulics. And in this case, it's not a very good, you have to kind of pull it out to get it to close all the way. There's your taillight detail too. So you can see it's not great detail, but they display awesome. They look really nice on display. So I now have 5 of these. I have 2 of these S10s. Then I have the 64 Impala. I have a 59 Impala. Or is it a 58? I think it's a 59. And then now I have the 81 Caddy. So, but I do display my Hot Wheels 71 Monte Carlo with them. So there you go. That was my diecast day. And I still have a massive mess to clean up from the last couple days of making videos. Oh, that's another car that I got tonight. 1981 Z28. I love that thing. Did I show that in this video? I got lucky tonight finding that thing. Anyways, Yesterday was a really good day. Today wasn't too bad either. So, as always, thank you everybody for checking out the video. Hopefully you enjoy the diecast. Hopefully you enjoy it as much as I do. Hopefully you collect as much as you can. And hopefully you all have a happy Easter tomorrow. Spend some time with your families. Have a nice dinner. And enjoy the day. I will probably spend a good chunk of tomorrow on YouTube watching diecast videos. Alright, well, you all take care. I will holler at the next one.